Testing 1, 2, 3, testing 1, 2, 3. Namaskar, welcome to Conversations with Rakesh. A very big concept. Why do I start with the big concept all the time? Namaskar, welcome to Conversations with Rakesh. And there's a plane. Namaskar, welcome to Conversations with Rakesh. Here's today's question, and I am not sure. Here's a simple 3-step tool for you to prepare for Q&A. The tool has A. Advanced preparation, N. Note all the answer questions, and I don't know what I'm doing. A very big lesson many researchers, academicians, professionals and CEOs began to realize that the offshoot of I have to just find a way to sit a little bit, come closer, speak from here, adjust it a little bit, speak. It is said that change is the only constant. And in the corporate world, it is more true. A lot of corporates operate in, let me see if that background noise is coming. So your subject line, if it is vague, unclear, doesn't capture attention, will lose all interest. So make sure your subject lines are very well thought through. And I'll give you a simple framework to make a great subject line. The tool that you can use to make a good subject line is SAS. What do they mean? S is for short. Namaskar. Welcome to Conversations with Rakesh. Here's today's question. Rakesh, I am a teacher as well, just like you. In my last class of my courses, I usually talk about success to my students. But in today's lecture, Namaskar, this is now the final video where the light is there. Let's see if it's fine. I'm going to do this and then hopefully it will come to this. And then we will explain this, that the whole idea of doing this is this and this. And now let's see what happens here. And then I say, thank you very much. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. Namaskar, test message. Namaskar, test message. Namaskar. Once you have found out the right person and you know what tool now, experience will also teach you a lot. But let's say you're doing it for the first time, at least list down few emotions that you think you would bring out in yourself if somebody gave you that bad news or that difficult conversation, and plan accordingly. So that's the second step. Please find out how many emotions can be opened up. The third is once you have hope you enjoyed these silly clips and had a great laugh. And that's the only reason we shared this as our last video for 2022. I'm overwhelmed and grateful by all your questions and your comments, so please keep them coming. But while making these videos, I must tell you that it's been a fantastic, effortful, sometimes heartbreaking journey. There are times that I'm making a video and there would be a sabzi wala selling something, there would be some phone ring, there would be some words I'll fail, I might say something, end up saying something else, and I'll be very upset about it. And every step of the way I have to take retakes, which is a very expensive effort. And then this entire whole process takes a few hours to get one video right. But the whole purpose of going through that is that I have now learned a good way of dealing with failures, which I wanted to share with you in this video. Failures are inevitable. Communication is one subject which is best suited to help you with failures, because when you're in a room and people are watching you and you have to say something, and if you don't say it in the right way and doesn't hit a mark, you know you'll fail or you'll feel bad about it. And that feeling is what we are afraid of. That's why we keep quiet. So the only way is what we did in this video. Celebrate it. Have fun at yourself while making these mistakes. There was a very good article on how sports stars, performers, people who are celebrities, how do they deal with failures? And one of them said in a podcast, and I was listening to that intently because it was connected to creativity. And creative people go through a lot of failures. And without that, they cannot become the great experts that they end up becoming. And one of them said that just before I'm about to go on stage and facing these millions of people, I'm morbidly afraid. And that's when I tell myself that instead of looking at fear as this monster or a demon and getting overwhelmed by fear, I'm going to get excited by it. I'm going to treat it like a roller coaster point where I know I'm going to fall, but instead of being afraid, I'm going to say, this is exciting. I'm going to have fun and I'm going to laugh. And she says that that helps her go on the stage and do a better job. When I reflect at what she said to what I'm doing is exactly the same. When I'm doing my videos, I'm very afraid. Something can go wrong. I have millions of things that are going in my mind. I'm also worried about what you are thinking about me. But what I start doing myself is that, hey, instead of being afraid of all of that and the fear of failure, let me change the word fear to excitement. Let me be excited with failures. Let me celebrate my failures. Let me have some joy in the whole process. Let me laugh at my own mistakes. And when I look back at my own bloopers, I'm embarrassed. I'm like, how can I do this? And I laugh and it calms me down. It relaxes me. It liberates me. And I retake and I do a slightly better job. So here is my final 2022 request to all of you. I think you should all celebrate your failures. Laugh at them. Have fun at them. Change the word fear to excitement. Because if you do that switch, you'll enjoy the process a lot more. You'll become a better version of yourself. You'll communicate better. You'll impact more people in front of you. And if you make mistakes, come back and celebrate it, laugh at it, and do it all over again. We are going to come next year again in 2023 and take all your questions on confidence, communication, and everything in between. But I want you to remember one thing, that the way we are all going to live, failures are part of our lives. Don't treat them with fears. Treat them with excitement, joy, celebration, and fun. Because when you do that, you'll have a much better way of doing your work. You will impact your audiences more. You will be a lot more impactful. And I hope with that 2023 will come very soon, but you end 2022 by becoming a person who celebrates failures. On that note, stay safe and I'll see you next year.